because it's coming from me. It's the review for Transformers 1. Right now, you probably all have seen it. But Transformers 1 is it's like a Pixar version of Transformers. It's quite unique. I just think it's one of those films that you could only do it, and I mean only do it, in animation. It would be too expensive to do Cybertron, all the robots for an entire movie. This would be too much going on with the action. It would have to be in animation. And it was the best choice for them to select. And I agreed with it 100%. So hats off to them for, you know, engaging in the format in which they did. You know, a lot of people might get turned off from this movie. If you're older, old school Transformers fans, some of the jokey stuff, it's got good life lessons for the kids, but some of the jokes might turn you off. You might say, man, it don't need to be this silly. So like I said, it's like a Disney Pixar Star Wars, but it's not Star Wars, but Transformers. But it is overall way better than the movies they put out. I would take this Transformers over all of the remakes, everyone they made. I would take this Transformers right here, which explains the fallout with Megatron and Optimus Prime, and how they became arch enemies when they used to be the best of friends. We knew from the cartoon that they used to be friends. Oh my goodness. What are they doing now? Yep. So we knew that. They had A-lists with voice actors. You couldn't go wrong there. Like I said, it's funny. So you got something that lasts for the 8-year-olds. Then you got some that's for the older audience. But unless you really was in Transformers, I don't see a lot of people having problems with this unless they were like, 80 or 70 years old. Like, what the hell is this? And it's like, what the hell were you doing here? mm. Well, I would like this to continue. Nobody cares about how much money the other ones made. Having the Transformers movies, feel like uh, a movie rather than a damn beer commercial or something about Michael Bay just blowing stuff up is a breath of fresh air. It's even better than the last action one. Absolutely. Because it actually has continuity to it. It's got a fresh direction to it. It's the backstory we never got ever in Star. I keep saying Star Wars and Transformers history. We never got this backstory with Megatron and Optimus Prime. and it fits right with the show. You can see it going in this direction. I kind of don't like how they got their powers to be able to transform. I'm like, that kind of freaked me out. I mean, it didn't freak me out. It's just like, really? But okay. See, this way you could do the visuals and show like, Cybertron and what it really was before it was destroyed and yes, everything. I mean, they had two with Mark Wahlberg that I didn't even understand what the hell this was. They had Optimus Prime with the Dinobots, and it just like I'm like, what the hell is this? Well, it's got continuity. The context actually matters here. So when you have the context, then it makes more sense. The story is easier to follow. You don't have to blow stuff up all the time. Let's actually let characters develop. Let a storyline and a plot make sense before we start going off the deep rails and just blowing stuff up. I never was one to believe a lot of other people's stories about it. Well, the question is Transformers 1 really that good, or the other Transformers really been that bad? That's the question we need to really ask. I just don't want to tell the storyline because I want you gotta like watch it. It really is nothing really to tell you because you already know the Transformers story. But to see it develop in the way it did, great visual aids, witty dialogue. I just thought it was too silly at times, but you got to realize this is for kids too. The newer generation of like 8-year olds. So you got to deal with that. So I have no problem giving it 3 stars out of 4. You learn some life lessons. For the kids. Like kids, this is a life lesson. You need to do this. So definitely, yeah, it's fast paced. The movie moves a lot. It benefits from the other movies being subpar, very much so. But everybody, at the center of their core, this is it. This is absolutely it. Yeah, well, mostly old school Transformers fans. Like this guy came in, he brought all the toys with him. Yeah, Transformers, dude. And I'm like, he's like 45. You know, I'm like, dude, you should be relaxed right about now. Because the reason why I say that is in this instance, this film ain't about you. This film is about the kids and them getting into it. Yeah, you learn a lot about the story, but this is for the younger kids to get involved. You know, see what they think, and hopefully they like Star Wars, not Star Wars, Transformers. I need to slap myself every time I say that. Well, it's the fish out of water story. It's the Finding Nemo story. You know, and everybody wants to have that magic in the bottle. It's always the fish out of water story. The the Finding Nemo type. They're like, wow, I'm in a new world. Like you need that kind of refreshing look into things, and those work for Disney Pixar. That works for Transformers. Transformers one. It was nice to look at. It was real pretty. Um, oh well, when you see things pile up the way they piled up, it was quite interesting. It was quite interesting. Yeah, definitely check it out. I can easily say you're gonna like it, but the points that I pointed out will make you say, "Yeah, I see what thing I was talking about." This is kind of for kids. This is like this Disney Pixar a little bit. Oh yeah, it looked like a Blade movie. It's like vampires down in the south. It's like what's going on, sinners? That looked crazy. No, they never ever had the yeah, they never had the wherewithal to go that far. Am I scared? Oh no, I just saw it last night. It's funny you mention it. I just saw Deliverance last night. It's funny, that's weird you brought that up. So no, that movie review will be coming tomorrow. But I just saw it for the first time last night. Crazy movie. But not bad for Lee Daniels. I got my issues with the movie, but it's good to see Monique get some work. And her Lee Daniels can, patch things up and move forward. Yeah, I never heard about the true story. I just saw at the end when, the bulldozing of the house and everything, and they never moved back in that house. But I'm just like, how you don't do background checks on the house you in? And what was weird to me is they never went in the basement. All these flies and stuff popping up, and I'm like, you ain't going in the basement ever? Like, what is going on here? But yeah, I watched it yesterday. Seen it. So I'll do a review tomorrow. Get back on my reviews. So anyway, 3 stars out of 4 for Transformers 1. Definitely go check it out. Tomorrow I'm going to see the movie Am I Racist? Am I Racist is supposed to be really good. Somebody's like, man, you got to check it out. So I said, all right, I'm going to give it a try. So I'm going to go ahead and check out Am I Racist? So I'm out. Deuces.